With OnTime Catering, you can very easily create and manage canteens directly from the Catering Manager if you have the rights to do it. All you have to do is use the drop-down menu in the top here. In this video, I'm going to go through the different steps, show you how to create a new canteen, and explain what the many different options mean. By clicking up here in the top, I can see I have my different canteens, which I can easily switch around between. Underneath this, I have some editing and creating options, the amount of which depend on how many rights I have been given in the Canteen Manager. Firstly, I'm going to create a new canteen, which I can do right here. Now I simply have to fill out all the information about my canteen. Starting from the top here is the name. I'm just going to call this canteen OnTime Food. Next, I have to select the Canteen Managers. These are the people who are going to have the rights to edit the canteen settings and the menu. The staff that I'm selecting below have less rights than the managers because they can't edit the canteen settings or the menu, but they can still accept and decline orders, view all the different steps, and create orders. After I have added people to my canteen, I then choose the currency. This canteen is for instance in Denmark, so I'm going to choose the Danish crown, and then I simply select the time zone to match. Next are the rooms. These are the rooms that you can book catering from the canteen for. Let's say this canteen is going to be in Copenhagen. I'm therefore going to select some rooms that are at this location. When I'm done with this, I then have to decide which serving locations we support, which for instance could be pickup and canteen. Right below here, I can choose to receive an info mail as a notification if someone places an order within, for instance, 6 hours of delivery. Then we have the item categories. These are the categories that you're going to have in your menu. So in my canteen, I will for instance have beverages, breakfast, lunch, and to share. Now when I create my menu, all the items will be in one of these categories. I can always go back and add more or remove a category if I, for example, want to have a Christmas category in December. The categories will only be visible to the person ordering if there is something active in the category, but this is explained much further in the menu video. I can then choose to create a user warning so that if someone places an order within 8 hours of delivery, they will get a notification telling them, for example, that the time to serve is short and that they should contact the canteen directly. Underneath here, I have to decide if it should be possible to export or not. This has to do with billing, so if you choose not to use the export, it means that the billing step in the top won't be accessible and the orders will simply skip that step. The billing step, however, allows you to export orders as a CSV file and keeps track of which orders have already been exported, so I'm going to allow that for my canteen. Now it is time for me to set the canteen's opening hours, which determine when people are able to put in orders for. In this case, the canteen might close early on Fridays, and on Wednesdays we actually don't open until 9 AM. I can also fill out or remove the time frame from other days. It could be that we are only open Tuesday through Friday, but we actually also have a couple of hours open on Saturday. Next to the opening hours, I then have the closed for orders box, where I can set a few different things. First is the limit ahead. When I mark this, I can see that I can choose a certain number of days. This controls for how many days ahead people can place orders. For now, I'm just going to keep it at the 90 days. This way people aren't placing orders 6 months out, where I'm not sure how our menu and schedule will look. Right below, I can add intervals where the canteen is going to be closed. This could be if we, for instance, are closed for a week during summer, or if we had to close the canteen for some reason on a Thursday, where we would usually be open. In that case, when it's only one day, I just put the same date on both sides. I can have several intervals, making it easy to plan ahead, and I can also very easily remove an interval if something changes. The last thing I can do when creating my own canteen is to create custom fields. This could be if I needed people to put in a billing number, allowing them to write a comment for the canteen, or for instance choose a department when ordering. To create a custom field, you simply click here and fill out the information. The name of the custom field is the name that I see when I work in the Catering Manager, so that could for instance be comment from customer. The name can't have spaces in it, so I'm using underscores instead. The label is the title that the users see when they are placing their orders, so in this case I might call it Order Comments. The placeholder is the text that will be showed in the box in light gray, until the user starts writing. So in this case, I will put comment here. Then I have to choose what type of custom field I'm going to make. The first type is the text box, but there are also integers, numbers, and the ability to make multiple choice combo boxes and checkboxes, so the possibilities are endless. In this case, it is a comment for the canteen, so I'm going to go with the text type. Here I can then choose how many characters I want people to be able to write. For now, I'm just going to leave it as it is, but I could have put the minimum length at 1 or more if I wanted the text field to be mandatory, since this way people wouldn't be able to submit the order without writing a comment. Lastly, I can choose if I want the text field to be multi-line, which basically just determines the text field's height. Let me click OK to save this custom field, and let's create another one. For the next field, let's say I want people to be able to select which department they work for, since that is needed for the billing process. The name of this field is going to be department code. The label is going to be department, and my placeholder will just be select department. Now when I look at the different types of custom fields, in this case I will choose the combo box. In this field I can write my different departments, and every time I start a new line, it counts as a new department. But I can also do something else with the departments. If I put a vertical line, I can then put in the department code, which might be useful for billing. This way, the user only sees the department's name, but the department code is still there for when you export it. At the end, I can then choose if I want the combo box to be mandatory or not by checking the box here. When I'm done with my canteen, I just have to save it, and it will then appear in the drop-down menu in the top here. If I need to edit my canteen, I just have to select Edit in the menu. From here I can edit all the things that I wrote before, and I can also delete the canteen if I have the rights. Thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the video and found it helpful. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and check out the rest of the playlist. You can also visit our website for more information and to try it out yourself.